Hello everybody, we're back again for Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. What did we do last? I think we did one of the main missions, which was mission number 8, Occupation Forces, where we had to destroy some tanks and extract a commander of those tanks. Also, I think... Oh. Just come back in, is this like thing. So yeah, in the last episode we did stay with DD, but I think he went back to Ocelot for more training. So we're going to check this out. So we do get rewards as well, which for some reason this is now doing to us. So this tells us after we do a mission, we get stuff from staff members and everything else. So then the report then will tell us what we got. So we got some volunteers who are D rank, and that's generally it. And that's what our combat thing is for. So we use our Merc deployment to deploy mercenaries, and that's done off combat deployment. Also, I found out that we've also got something new. So we've got rear echelon support, so that's Fulton Extraction is now C grade. Our deployment supply is B grade. Our fire support is C. Bombardment is C. Smoke is B. Sleeping gas is C. Chaff is B. Weather modification is now S, so we can actually change weather. We can also have... Well, we've got Russian, we've got Pashto, we've got Afrikaans now, surprisingly. Intel is basically still basic at this point, so plant surveying, weather information, scouting, and information gathering. Aerial first aid is D grade, so whenever we extract somebody, they're going to be taken in by the helicopter and they're going to be treated there, but it's not going to be that good. And our medical treatment is C, so when they get back it's a little bit better. Alright, so we're just going to take a look at our base facilities and just see how things are coming along. Okay, so our combat platform is still 30 minutes away from being done, if you could believe that. Our medical platform is nearly finished. Right. We can't do anything with our body support just yet. Now, we can actually, surprisingly, replay the mission here. But that's a flashback, so it isn't anything good. So we can't do anything just yet. Side ops, let's just take a look at what's available. So we can try and get the stun arm blueprints today and get another highly skilled soldier. Perhaps find another wandering mother base one. Looks like another one has been found here. And eliminate an armoured vehicle unit. But before we do that, I just want to check something on development very quick. Okay, so we can now upgrade our pistol again to a level 4. So it still has the same suppressor, if you can believe that. Still level 1. However, when we get this one, we get like an unlimited suppression because it's built into the gun. And then the level, well, this variant, which we can already have, this still has level 3, and it's also an undermount attachment as well, should we really want it to be that. We've also got this one, which is a single shot pistol, which is basically this, but it fires one bullet, and one bullet is enough to make a guard fall asleep instantly. Then we've also got an armoured pistol variant of the sleeping pistol, which is got a specialised bullet of a tranquilizer round with a glass-piercing dart, so you can shoot it through any windows and it will knock out any guards, provided that you can get a headshot on them. You can also get a lethal variant of the pistol, and this will carry 9mm live action rounds. And then there's the other variant, which is the old unlimited suppressor, so it's built in. We can also get this pistol, which is basically the AMD114, which is basically the M1911, but this one is a much more better, and it can be used as an underbarrel if you so wish. There's an armoured variant for this, and there's a suppression variant, which is the armoured. And then it goes down to a different conversion again, and again, and again. We can also get the Burkov, so we'll get that starting on Project C. So we can get a non-lethal variant, and then there's this variant of it as well, which has a built-in suppressor, unlike this one. We can also get these up as well, even this. Some of the gold ones I've already done on my previous save, which transitions over because it's an online thing, so you don't have to worry. Once you've developed it, it's yours forever until you upgrade it to the next step. Righty, so let's see, SMGs. Can we... we'll do the Zev next. I want this done. Let's see, we want... oh. Let's see, snipers. I've yet to do the non-lethal sniper rifle just yet, but we'll get to it, I promise. Nope, nothing yet. Decoys, we can upgrade the decoys so they can be a little bit more durable, and that's it. And then you've got an active one, which basically says... it's basically... it speaks, it gives out a recording of whatever Snake says, which says keep your weight in her, or you're pretty good. Then you've got durability, portableness, meaning how many more you can carry. Then you've got the electrical stun version. So if you throw this, the decoy would be basically this, but it will have an electrical charge. So when somebody stabs it, it will pop, and then when it pops, it sends out an electrical surge onto the opponent nearby. And I think the next one up kind of increases the range of that. I think, I'm not too sure. Bait bottles are still the same. Grenades we can still upgrade. Smoke grenades as well. Stun grenades, which are flashbangs, and sleeping gas. The decoy mine things are also good as well. 1 minute till that's done. This is nearly done. That's almost... we can nearly do this one if we want to. Mines we need to get more done on. We're going through this as well, so this is taking its time. E-mines. We can't do anything yet because we still need to wait on certain things to get developed. And finally, this is our intel scope, so we can upgrade this again when it's available to us, and we're able to see anybody up to S++.
Too cute. Man, I want to pet him.
Yeah, just once.
I want to touch his pop.
Yeah, just... wait, what?
You don't want to touch him too?
No, that, never really occurred to me.
Oh,
You don't know the awesomeness of a puppy's paw pet?
I guess not. But yeah, I bet they would feel nice.
Right?
the shit that my mother base staff talks about. Alright. Now this sneaking suit is the same one that you had in the Phantom Pain. So it basically will do what this one does. So this one's the new, better variant of the sneaking suit because of whatever reasons. But we can upgrade this one to match the standards of this. And basically this keeps on going up and up. Now when we get this to the next level, the more this tree will unlock for the more other ones. Same thing with the battle dress. We haven't even started deployment, not deployment, stuff for this just yet. But I suppose we could. There we go. So basically what that battle suit is take the sneaking suit, remove some of the padding a little bit, and then replace it with a bulletproof ceramic plates fitted or inserted through to act as a heavy combat protective gear, greatly increasing protection for the wearer. So you can wear this while you deploy, but there's one thing about it though, you'll be very easily spotted and it doesn't do much for the noise depression. So what you gain in protection, you lose in stealth. Whereas with this, you lose the protection but gain the stealth. So basically they kind of thing with each other, and if you can mix the two of them together, you get something probably very overpowered. I guess, I don't know. You know, we'll do that. That's something for Eva, so if you have any female staff on Mother Base, you can actually equip Eva's uniform on them, should you wish. But enough about this. Oh, check the rewards very quick, and then we'll go and deploy. Right.
Roger. This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Wait, am I bleeding? I am. Shit. There we go.
Thank you for letting me join the ranks, boss.
You can also visit other platforms, which I think I did mention beforehand. But we're not going to, so...
Gaining altitude.
And there goes our boss. But in any case, so if there are any of you who are, let's say, Metal Gear historians, or not say historians, but let's just say you're somebody who follows up on Metal Gear timelines and whatnot, and you're probably wondering to yourself, well, the mother base that Big Boss has now, so what becomes of it? Well, I'll kind of explain it now to an well, you know, we'll explain it now. So when this Big Boss eventually decides to make Outer Heaven, which is another militarized base which he runs, that he takes command over, he basically he gets rid of Diamond Dogs, and he then changes everything to Outer Heaven, which they have their own logo and whatnot. And I think they sell Mother Base off to another private military, I guess, or they give it back to the country that first gave it to them, and they use it for whatever reason, for like oil or whatnot. And the same thing goes for the forward operating bases as well. Although then again, I think maybe he would have kept them as some form of like intel gathering team. But yeah, that's what probably would have became of it. Anyway, so that's our medical platform. That's upgraded. That's nice. Let's go. What did we say we're going to do? Now we can go and grab the stun arm. But as you notice, there isn't any landing zones near here. So that means that we're going to have to perhaps come to this one and ride. But then again, it's going to be too much. So... just trying to think now. You know what, we can get the Wandering Mother Base Soldier, and we can also try and get the thing unlocked here as well if we can. So we're going to upgrade our equipment now. So we should have... Oh. So yeah, so that vehicle that we took in the last video, it now shows up here. So we've now got it here, but we don't need it. So that can just stay at Mother Base. Okay, let's take a look at our equipment. So everything else is the same. Is our C4 upgraded? Yeah, it is. So everything else has been upgraded. Now we're going to be needing this anti-tank mine later on, but we'll also be getting the electronic version of it as well. Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to commence as soon as possible, and we're going to get down there. Now, some of you might be asking yourself, well, the wandering former Mother Base staff, or the wandering MSF soldiers, how did they end up getting to where they got to? I mean, didn't all the MSF soldiers die at Mother Base? Well, at least the old one. Well, actually, the answer to that is no. So, you kind of got to think of it like this. At the time when Big Boss went on his mission to rescue Chico and Paz in Ground Zeroes, he didn't just go out on his own and do shit. Like, he can't be everywhere at once. That's why that's why he's got his own personal army. So he would have had at the time combat units going out and basically doing missions to earn the money, resources, and whatnot. So upon him, let's say, upon the incident that took place, some of the Mother Base staff obviously came back and returned to only find that their Mother Base was gone. This is actually explained in one of the recording tapes. And some of them refused to believe the fact that their Mother Base was gone, while others just, you know, accept it. And then that in turn made them find Big Boss's helicopter, which was Mortho 1, I think it is, because this is P-Quad. So they find Big Boss, they find cars. The two, unfortunately, the kid is dead, who was Chico. Paz dies in an explosion. The pilot is also dead as well, so there isn't much left of him. And there was also a medic that was on board, and he died as well, apparently. So, upon this, they find him, and that's where he gets taken to that hospital, if I remember correctly. In any case, so I know that there's a fucking anti-air radar system, so there's that there. Right, well we're going to want to have that guy there, but we also want to do that development for our equipment. Oh yeah, by the way, you can have more than one loadout as well, so you can have different loadouts for certain situations. Okay, let's see. No, it's under this one, isn't it? So we're going to do this and this. Basically, for our Idroid, we're able to place more than one. We can now place up to a max of 5 placeable markers. So, like, this has a speaker function, markers place, markers place. Still nothing for our Fulton devices just yet, but we'll eventually get to that. Let's see. We need somebody for our intel to get this to level 4. So basically, we get a light amplification. So we got better battery capacity for this one that we got now. Then the next upgrade is light amplification, so we can use this during the day. Exposure correctness and thermal detection. So we're able to detect things a bit more better. So that's level 4, and then the level 5 one means that we got a 3 times battery, and you know we're OP. So let's take a look at the medical platform very quickly. So now we've got first aid, which is now up to level C grade. If we put on our night vision on now, we should somewhat see a little bit more improvement. So thought I was being smart. Be patient. Crawling along. Shit. Not the right thing. We don't want this now. guessing they're trying to shoot the balloon. They got a hit.
Капец, СОЭ-2! Противник ушел из виду. Собираемся обыскать местность. Прием! Это КП, понял. Обыщите каждый угол. Они где-то здесь. Конец связи. Штаб, это КП. По нам велся огонь. Открыли огонь в ответ. Но потеряли врага. Враг может все еще прятаться поблизости. Соблюдайте осторожность. Прием!
Want to get out of that light. Sandstorm wouldn't be that bad right about now. How can you see me through fucking metal? I'd love to know. No helmet. Cool.
Эй! Смотри-ка! Капец, СОЭ-2! Незаконченный поиск! Никто не обнаружен! Прием! Это КП, понял. Оставайтесь на чеку. Конец связи. КП-110. Есть признак вражеской активности. Усилим охрану. Прием. Это КП, понял. Проверьте окрестности. Конец связи.
Shush.
Это Зоя-7. Оборудование повреждено. Похоже, это атака врага. Прием. Это КП. Понял. Немедленно проверить и встать оперативную сводку. Конец связи. Всем боевым группам. Это КП. Вышел из строя целый ряд ламп. Похоже на проблемы с электроэнергией. Ближайший патруль. Проверим.
No, I think it's best that we take out the AA gun as well, so just very quick. Just gonna see if we can...
Their anti-air radar? It wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost. the target. I remember him. He was off base during the attack 9 years ago. Bring him home, boss.
Alright. Now we can call the helicopter in here, but that's going to be too hot, so...
Roger.
Now you might say, I'll just fall and extract him, and go, nah, this time I'm going to put him onto the chopper. He isn't a prisoner, so he's more or less, I still like the old MSF uniform. I know that I've said it in the past, but I just like it more than what they have now.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ.
I know it's like dated and everything else, but I can't like it still.
This is Pequod. On station at LZ.
Here we go.
You gotta extract him.
Okay, the next side up is here. Now, I'm not too sure if I got the thing for this area, which is the fast travel. So we're gonna have to go back in the base, unfortunately. They're still gonna be a bit sore in regards to what we did, but I'm sure where this was, we could get it and try to see if we can mail ourselves to the other base. Shit.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Oh, then, where is it? There it is. And there's the invoice. Now you also want to stay out of any other form of light source material, so we did take out the main light source here, so they're going to have to repair that at some point. Okay, we're just slowly creeping up. Cool, so we now have the invoice. No, not yet. So they're going to refuse anything coming in and out of this base. It looks like they've stopped the truck there as well. Alright, well, see now whenever they do a HQ thing, right, quickly always have a look at the map and find out what they've done. So you know what bases have been stopped. So we could head over to this one and get ourselves posted off near here, which is technically possible. And this is a nice thing that you can do with the map. You can actually go into a much more detailed map, which obviously, yeah, you go, ooh, a bit confusing because everything's so blue, or we can go with a very basic setup. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll see if we can distract the guards up there. So I'm going to throw that now. Come on, D-Horse, for fuck's sake. You go night-night. So we want to go down this road to here. Here. Till eventually here. Now the next mission that we're going to have to do requires us to, well, it requires us to do something which we wouldn't necessarily do. Well, not so necessarily do, I mean, it will require us to do something where, given our current status and level, it would be more or less near impossible. Cool, we've now got a combat platform. Combat unit is now level 40. Ride, my pretty horse, ride! We can also erase markers as well if we fail to go past it or over it, whatever it is.
Whoa! Whoa!
Great. Now you will get this. You'll get staff that start to have fighting and everything else. That's because we've got... Okay. Did not expect to get these guys in. Alright, so... Right, I need to go through this very quickly. Alright, so anybody who's got the troublemaker trait that we need to get rid of. So, these two have got to go. And it's best to do this on each one, I guess. So hang on a second. So, we'll do the him. Everything else. Keep anybody that's a diplomat, but get rid of anybody who is bad. Gunman. We want to keep him. Alright. Oh. Diplomat. Oh. So he has to go. Diplomat again. Another one. Another one. It's a shame when it's an S rank because, you know, Miller will never be one, so that's good. Let's see. Another troublemaker. Wow. Troublemaker. Okay. Cool. Okay, intel. Troublemaker. Right, last one, medic. Troublemaker again. Oh, he's violent, so we don't want him. Basically, anybody who's a troublemaker, you get out. You do not want them in your mother base. So we're going to select on him. So this does mean we have lost quite a few people. Fire. Because we don't need that kind of shit. We really don't. So we've got a couple of guys that are in sick bay at the moment. So Steel Crow, was he the one that we had? Alright, so at this point, yeah, we've kind of had to fire some people, but it will help us in the long run. Oh. Come on. Sure, why not? Get my mobility done. Alrighty. Yeah, we're going to get ourselves moved, aren't we? So yes, get me in trouble with PETA or the RSPCA. Resupply. It's going to take a while. Motherfucker.
Это КП, понял. Посылаем человека на поиски источника звука. Конец связи.
Okay, well, I guess, I don't know, like, oh, they're now gone quiet now, so I suppose everything's normal in these areas. You can take a nice little nap.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Okay. Cool. Doesn't look like there's anybody home. He said before he gets caught. Shit, miss. Oh, he's knocked out. He's down. Motherfucker, how many? Okay, this is now getting bigger. I don't mind faulting a few people. Okay. Come on. And hit. Hit.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
Still gonna keep going. Trying to show good relations, but it ain't gonna work.
There's sheep around. With the local residents gone, they've gone back to the wild.
Right, so this is going to be the eliminate armored vehicle thing. So we want to have this. But there's also going to be an enemy patrol, so we've also got to be wary. They might have snipers, they might have other things. This is going to be the first time that we have to eliminate armored opposition. On a side ops, I mean. Right, I can hear it. Question is, can we see it? So this is what it's like now for the light amplification. Well, not a light amplification, but we can now see a lot more clearer now. Ish, maybe, I don't know. Right. So we can see that there's a few enemies near here. So whenever you do get that on your iDroid, just well, no, not on your iDroid. So whenever you hear this from your iDroid, just stop for a moment, have a look. I mean, although it's not as detailed, I mean, like it's only giving you like a much more wider range, but also the sound as well as a clear giveaway, so you roughly will know where it is.
That's the
There.
target.
So, two guys so far, and there's quite a few more. Just very quickly, I just got to go and do something, so we'll be back in a moment. Alright, now apparently someone died at our mother base. Research and development. Fatally wounded. We got rid of all these guys. Now I'm fully ready to kill people as well, so it's just the
You gotta extract him.
So unfortunately we're going to have to kill this tank, so it'd be nice if we could keep it. Don't know how that I can say it's 100% during a sandstorm. There we go. Right. Take a look at our research and development at the moment. Alright, so our intel scope and iDroid are nearly done. That's good. See a chance of success going up any second now. Come on. There we go.
Черт! Кто-нибудь снимите меня! Какого? Кто-нибудь! На помощь! Кто-нибудь снимите
Now this is the thing. Let's go over the missions very quick. Drug developer, huh? Alright, you know what? We will actually start our main mission. So, let's just resupply. Actually, no. I'm saying yes, and then again I'm saying no, due to the fact that I want certain things ready. Right, so we've got all that. Sweet. Come on. Right. I know I can do the C4, but that's not. Should have got that developed as soon as possible. Alright, anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to be actually using these mines. At the moment we can only have up until 4 of them until we develop more in our research and development. Which kind of sucks, but that's why we've got C4. C4 always works. And our development thing is done for those. Alright, so with the Intel scope we can learn much about our enemies. Now we know in the last one that it can only show us a little bit of information, but now we've got an upgraded tool, so if we take a look at the enemy now, we can actually see their skill, which is located at the bottom. The one that looks like our mother base symbol, we know that he's a diplomat, so we can extract him if we want to. He's an anti-ballistics missile engineer, so he's good. He's a medic. And the other guy is another medic, so we've got 2 medics at level 1 there. Pretty good. Right. Mission. So we're going to go and do this. Now about this mission, the way how it's done is there's obviously different tasks. So the mandatory thing is that we have to eliminate all the armoured vehicles. So that's something that we're going to naturally do anyway. So there's an eliminate multiple fighting vehicles or gunships. So there's going to be 2 vehicles. It takes 2 vehicles to fulfill this condition. So what's going to happen is we're going to get something eventually where, how can I put this? If we hang around, I'll show you because this makes sense. Hang on a minute. Sorry about that. Harvey Price just messaged me. So, let's see, where are we now? Oh yeah, so about this mission, mainly, I don't know if anybody has actually decided to put this in detail or not, but this is a natural choke point because all the vehicles are going to want to come here. So you want to kind of do it in this certain way. You can use D-Horse to kind of prevent certain targets from going around, or when we do have the necessary equipment, which I should have gotten over here anyway, but we're going to do that now. So where is it? Development, weapons. Come on. Shh, D-Horse, shh. Okay, so we want to get onto this very quick. Right, so we're going to call for this. So the mine is also a good thing as well. Now we can use D-Horse to prevent, let's say, the vehicles coming. So what they're going to do is, I would want them to come up this hill. They will stop in front of D-Horse. We will then place, let's say, C4, or we'll have the mines placed like here on the ground. And then what we do is the vehicles will automatically detonate it. So when they go underneath, they'll blow it up. However, there's going to be some vehicles and even people that are going to be moved as well. So I'll explain that in this. Okay, cool. We got that. Alright, so how it's going to work is this. So we know that the enemy is going to mainly come through this point because they're going to go past through here. But we're going to stop them from doing that. Now, picking up these will make it easier to accomplish the goal for